Now let's do lengths for, again, the essentials, the basic sweater, a measurement that you'll need no matter what kind of sweater you're knitting for someone. And the lengths here are pretty simple. If you think about what you need to know to make a sweater, you'll need to know the length down the body and the length down the arm. All of these are taken the same way no matter who you're measuring, a woman or a man or even a kid. I like to take the lengths along the back, so I'll ask Beth to turn around because that provides a nice sort of flat surface to judge things by. You'll need to get an armhole depth for the person, so put the top of the measuring tape right at the top of the shoulder and let the measuring tape hang down the back. You'll want to give that person as much room in the armhole as they want. CustomFit will use the armhole depth you put in, so make sure it's going to be comfortable for them. My advice is, for women, you'll want to go with something that's about an inch below the actual armhole bend. For men, I would maybe go 1.5 inches or 2 inches below. Kids vary, but again, I'd give them at least 1.5 inches because they just want more room in the shoulder. Women tend to prefer and be more comfortable in a snugger fit through that area. So for Beth, whose actual armhole edge is at 7 inches, I would give her an 8-inch armhole depth. If I were measuring a man and his actual armhole bend were 7, I might give him a 9. Once you've got the armhole depth point identified on the body, drop your measuring tape, the 0 of it, down to that point. Now you're ready to take the average sweater length from armhole to hem. And this, again, depends on preference. It depends on how long Beth likes her sweaters. I'll ask her to point on her front where she'd like the hem of that average sweater to fall. That's where you're worried about coverage, so that's probably where you want to go. And then I'll carry my hand around to the back and get, for Beth, an average sweater length of about 13.5 inches below the armhole. Typically, I would expect to see this number somewhere between 12 and 17, depending on the person that I was measuring. Again, find that armhole depth spot and move your finger over onto the arm, exactly there. That's where the sleeve and the body will be joined, and that's how you can take the long sleeve length. Again, ask the person where they would like the end of their long sleeve to fall. For Beth, I happen to know, because I knit her a lot of sweaters, that it's about here. And she has about a 17-inch long sleeve length. That's it for the essentials.